Hello YouTube, and welcome to my review of the PlayArts Kai Cyborg Ninja, aka Gray Fox, from the video game series Metal Gear Solid. Now, Gray Fox was my second favorite character, second only to Solid Snake himself, and he was the uber badass of the video game, in my opinion. The only reason he wasn't my favorite character is because until the VR Missions game, you never got to play as him. So, let's go ahead and get into this review. For head articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees, go that far down, that far up, and it can bend side to side a little bit. For torso articulation, he has a articulation point here and down here. So he can't rotate 360 degrees, but he does get a good side to side movement. He can go that far forward and a good ways back, and he can lean side to side. For arm articulation, this is where this guy truly shines. This is definitely his best articulated point. Now, the arm can rotate 360 degrees. It can go out about that far. The shoulder pad is like on a little rubber track. It just slides down into his arm. The arm can swivel right here. It could do 360, but you're going to risk bending this out of place, so I wouldn't suggest that. And it's on the special joint right here that you can bring the arm forward like that. So it goes completely out of his body to go forward. So that's unique. I like that feature. Reminds me of a Master Grade Gundam type feature. And you just pop it back in place. The arm rotates right here, 360 degrees. Now, for elbow articulation, this may pop off because it has a gimmick for the cannon, but it is just a single joint right there, but you do get a pretty good range of motion out of it. Hi guys. The hand can rotate 360 degrees as well, and it's on a little ratcheting joint, so it can go side to side, up and down. You can twist the joint a little bit, but not very much. It's not enough to really affect which way it swivels. But to go ahead and show off the gimmick I was talking about, the arms are not the most secure. I mean, they're not going to fall off if you just have them standing there, but it does not take much to pop them off. Just a simple little thing like that, and then you just put them back on. For leg articulation, his legs can be brought out about that far apart. The thighs do swivel a little bit. The legs can be brought about that far forward, and even further back. The knees are double jointed and they ratchet into place, so he gets a pretty decent bend. And the ankles. Now, the ankles are where the figure truly falls apart, in my opinion. They go side to side about that much, which would be fine because he does have these little things on the side that go down a little bit, so that's fine. Here's my main problem. He has these ratcheting ankles. They go up and down. That's it. They don't really go side to side. They don't bend side to side. So pretty much he must be standing straight in order to have his feet flat on the ground, which I do not like at all. Now they do try to make up for that by having articulation right here, but the problem with that is the back of his feet do not do that. They just stay where they are. So while the front may be flat like that, he still does not have a flat foot. But anyway, those can go 360. But it's funny, they have such great articulation for his arms, but such poor articulation for his feet. And these are Gray Fox's accessories. Yeah, that's it. Now I have not even removed his left hand because that is the only left hand he has, so there's no point in removing it. Now, as for the right hands, he has a open right hand, and he has a sword holding right hand. As you can see, it's in the shape of a square. Comes with his signature katana, and it looks really good. Nice paint apps. Now I'm thinking this very end of it should be this bronze color, but I could be mistaken. But the blade is nicely painted. The back side is darker than the front side, so when you get it in just the right light, it looks really cool. And his last accessory is the arm cannon that he had when he, spoilers, that when he fought Metal Gear Rex. Seriously, people, if this is a spoiler to you, then that's just freaking sad, because you should have played this game, was it back in 1998? But very cool arm cannon. Nice details. That's painted, unfortunately, but it does look nice, and that looks cool right there. Basically, you just rip off his arm at the forearm and then just stick it in there, and then he has his arm cannon. Now, he does have an additional head with the armor open and the face showing. However, Square Enix decided it was a good idea not to include that in this figure's packaging. No, instead they include that with the special edition of him, which I would have gotten if it was just him with the face. But instead, they gave him some stupid red paint job that just looks retarded. So I got the normal one instead. And here's a quick little comparison shot between Gray Fox and Solid Snake. As you can see, they look really good together. Final thoughts. Square Enix did a really good job on Gray Fox for their PlayArts Kai line. He has a great sculpt, great paint applications, looks exactly like he did in the video game. However, what is with the lack of accessories with this guy? I just don't get it. Why would they put his open head in an exclusive release? I don't get that. Why did he not come with some extra hands? I'm not stingy. I will just take either a closed fist for the left side or a sword holding hand for the left side. Both would be preferred, but I would take one or the other. But as you can see, even with the limited ankle articulation, you can get him into some pretty decent looking poses. But this is definitely one I'll recommend for Metal Gear Solid fans, Gray Fox fans, or anyone who just wants a really cool looking Cyborg Ninja. So with that, I'll see you with the next review.